Welcome all. Welcome to Untanglex. My name is Amina Azhar and I'll be doing your business technology paper BT or commonly called as your F1 paper. So before going in detail, let me tell you F1 paper or a business technology paper is a complete theory paper. Okay? So please don't get tense hearing this. Anybody who loves theory will love this paper. I assure you that. I am somebody who loves theory, but I'm not discouraging others as well. This is a simple paper to put in. But remember, each and everything requires its own effort and its own, the minimal support that you gives it to them. Okay, so just remember that while doing this paper. Don't think that, okay, this is a theory paper, this is a simple paper, you can easily crack it. Yes, you can crack it. You can always crack it. Very simple, very easy. That is why we are here to assist you. We are here to support you. But still, there are some works, so there are some minimal efforts that even you should put in so that you can clear it in your first go. Okay, I know all of you would want to clear any of your ACCA papers in your first go. Yeah, so that's it. So, how Untanglex supports you? We provide you video lectures and study resources. We practice exam standard questions. We conduct mock exams that it is more easy to you to get familiar with your exam standard techniques and the conditions and how you're going to face your exam. And then we have your CBE training. I think you all know that your first F1 to F9 papers are completely CBE based. And nowadays, your P-level exams or your strategic professional papers are also turning into your CBE sessions. So we provide you CBE trainings as well. And then there are additional support given to you for doubt clearing sessions and webinars. We will be always there to assist you. We will be providing you mentoring, and then we will update you with any new ACCA notifications that you need to be aware of. Now we'll go on to a paper that is business technology. As I've said earlier, this is just an outline of how your paper is going to look because you need to know this for your preparation in your future. So we'll have two sections, section A, section B and section C. Section A will be complete OTQ questions. You will have 30 OTQ questions with 2 marks each, which gives you a total of 60 marks. Section B belongs to you and it has 16 OTQ questions which belongs for 1 mark, and altogether you'll be getting 16 marks each. And section C contains 6 MTQ questions which is of 4 marks each, which will give you 24 marks. So the maximum time is 2 hours, and remember, questions can be tested from any area of your syllabus. You cannot say, okay, this is important, I'll look more into this. This is least important, I'll leave this off. No. In all your ACCA papers, you do not have an option like that. Syllabus is vast and wide, and you can be tested from any part of your syllabus. You have to always keep that in mind when you're preparing for your exam. And remember, this is an on-demand exam. I hope all of you know this. You can always remind your exam and write this. And now we'll be discussing about what are the types of questions that you will have to face in your exam. Under your OTQ questions, your objective test questions, you'll have a multiple choice question. Okay, just look into the screen. In the screen, you can see that this is how your question paper will resemble. You will see that this is section A or section B or section C, and then there will be question number, as in the same it is said is question number 3, and then you will have a time remaining. As I've said earlier, you have 2 hours for your exam. And you'll have a time remaining, 1 hour 45 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 25 minutes. Like that, you'll have your time remaining shown in the screen. So, always don't look at that because there are chances that you'll get tense and you'll mix up all your things. But at times, you have to look into that just to make sure that you're not running out of your time. Okay? And then you have your paper name and then you have an option to exit. Please remember not to click that unless you're done with your exam. So you'll have questions like this. You will be given your question and then you will be given 4 options as it is a multiple choice question. You have to click on any one option. Okay, let it be A, let it be B, let it be C, and let it be D. That is up to you. You have to just click with your mouse on any one of the option. That is it. You're done. Now you might be wondering how to change my answer. No worries. First, if you have clicked your A option and then you think that, okay, no, A is not the answer, maybe C is the answer and you want to change your answer, no issues. Just take your mouse cursor and click it in C. Point in C, automatically the A answer will be cleared off and the new answer will be C. No issues, no striking off, no cutting off, no hectic complications like that. But just remember, you can only mark one answer. You cannot mark 2 answers, you cannot round up 2 answers. So this is one type of question that you'll have to face in your exam. Now the second type is multiple response question, where you can choose more than one answer from a number of given options. Earlier, in the other question, you were only able to choose one answer from the given options. But in the second type of question, multiple response questions, you can choose more than one answers. Obviously, the question will have more than one answers. Okay? You will be the same, the setup will be same, the remaining time will be shown, all those things you can see there. And here you can select more than one options as your answer. Okay? I'm not reading out the questions and I'm not going to answer this because this is an introduction. We have not gone into detail the paper, so you wouldn't know what the answer would be. So just me dictating the question, dictating the answer is not going to do any good. So first we will look into the chapter, and I assure that in each of the chapters we have certain example or mock questions that we will do. Okay? So this is your second set of questions, second type of questions that you'll have to face. Now coming to the third type of question is the fill in the blank type of question. Here you have to type an answer into the box. Now you might have heard that it is an MCQ type of paper. So just don't think that all your questions will be just to put a points like that. No. You'll have to type in also. You will have to do a calculation. You will have to do certain things like that. And then you will have to type in your answers as well. Here, in such kinds of questions, you wouldn't be getting an option. In fill in the blanks kind of question, you wouldn't be getting an option. You will have to find the answer yourself and you will have to put it into the box. You have to correctly put it into the box. Workings. You can't show your workings in your screen. You will be given an extra sheet of paper which they will take from you at the end of the exam. Now we have another type of question. It is drop down list. So you have to drop down. See, you have an arrow there. So you have to drop down and then you have to choose from the list. Okay, that is the drop down question. See, can you see an arrow? Dimension, level, under that you have arrows. You have to drop from there and you have to drop and you have to, actually match your answers. This is your fourth type of question that you may have to face in your exam. Now the fifth type of question is your selecting areas or response matching. Here what you have to do is you have to move down. If for example under this question, honesty is with professional behavior. This is just an example, not an answer. Honesty is with professional behavior. You have to move down honesty and you have to match it to professional behavior. You have to drag and bring here. Honesty, you can drag and you have to put it into professional behavior. That is how such questions work. This is dragging. You have to drag your questions to the correct answer. Okay? Now you have multiple task questions, MTQ questions, multiple task questions. Okay? See, here you have each task. You will have a scenario kind of thing, and under that particular scenario, a set of statements. You'll have different tasks. See, in the question, you have a background, a scenario, or a set of statements. Under that, you'll be having task 1. You'll be having task 2, and each task will be having an OTQ type of question. Okay, each task will be having an OTQ type of question as well. So a question will be having a task. Remember, MTQ questions has 4 marks each. So each question will have a background, a scenario given to you. Based on that, you will have task, and each task will be an OTQ type. So that's it with the question paper and the type of questions that you will have to face in your exam. These are the type that you can usually see in your question paper. So just be familiar with these types. All of a sudden, when you sit in front of the exam, you should not get wonder like, what is this? What are these kind of questions? What am I supposed to do with these kind of questions? So just to avoid those situations, you have to make yourself familiar with all these type of questions. So we'll do that in detail also. So here just remember each mark you have 1.2 minutes. Okay, 1.2 minutes is what is allowed for you under each mark. Maybe some question will take an extra 1 minute. So that extra 1 minute, remember you will lose it in another question. Okay, 1 minute if you're taking extra for one question, you lose that 1 minute for your next question. Okay. Then in that case, you'll have section A 76 minutes and section C you will have 24 minutes. For MTQ questions, you will have 24 minutes. Now, the business technology, the overall syllabus, the overall gist of this chapter, this subject is like this. We have business organizations and structures, external environment and stakeholders is the part B. Part C is compliance and controls. Part D is accounting and reporting systems. Part D is compliance and controls, and Part C is accounting and reporting systems. Part E is leading and managing employees, and Part F is communication and ethics. We have basically 6 parts under this particular subject. This is the overall synopsis, overall summary, or overall gist of this particular subject. You will have 6 parts under this chapter, and each part will have a certain number of questions under them. So this is what we are going into detail in our following classes. So BT Business and Technology paper will have a connection with your professional level SBL, Strategic Business Leader paper. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the SBL paper or how many of you have heard your SBL paper. BT paper is your foundation or your base course for your SBL paper. So make sure you understand this paper very well. I'm not saying that you have to remember everything under this paper for your P-level exams because that is not possible. Everybody will forget this because this is your first paper and SBL is your P-level paper. So I'm not asking you that, but still you have to try to have an overall idea about how this paper is so that it will be very helpful for you while you're doing your SBL paper in your P-levels. Now here you can see the pass rate of BT. See, it is very high. 83, 77, 83. You have high pass rates for your BT paper. So that is very good. So this is a very good motivation for you. See the pass rates. Everything is, the average is 80%, right? So it is a very good pass rate. So as I've said earlier, it is a comparatively simpler paper. So these are just some steps to tackle the BT. First, you have to learn the concepts. You all know that without a concept, without a theory, without knowing what is this paper, we cannot go further. Remember, you have to look into every part and every area of the syllabus. There is nothing that you can skip off. Once you're done with your concept, once you're thorough with the concept, you have to practice. Okay, practice and practice and practice. That is the success mantra for this paper and for any of your papers. Okay, just don't think that, okay, I have learned the concept, I have practiced enough, that is it. No, you have to practice and practice and practice as many questions as you can, and that is the only way you can pass any of your ACCA papers. There is no shortcuts, there is no other methods that I or any other tutors can tell you. The only method is to learn your concept and then practice and practice and practice it thoroughly. And then you have to attempt your mock test so that you are good with your timings and you get to know how the questions appear for your exams. And that's it. Just do it all. Everything is so simple. Everything is so easy. I am very sure that my students can easily pass this paper. Okay? All the best.